I'm Jason All. In our audience, we have Alex Carter, Caleb Broussard. All right, here we are at the tail end of the winter season. How many of you guys have had a really bad cold in the last 6 months or so? Everybody pretty much? Yeah. I'm here tonight to explain the difference between the rhinovirus or the common cold and the influenza. Tell you a quick story. I had a lady come into my clinic in LaGrange in the month of December. She's about 54 years old. She came in with a sinus infection, possibly caused by the cold, or so she thought. She came in there and pretty much told me on triage, said, I've got a really bad sinus infection. I've got to fly out of town for a meeting tomorrow. You guys have got those really good antibiotic and steroid shots. If you can give me those, I'll be well on my way and everything is good. So she got to tell me a little bit more about her symptoms. She had a low-grade fever, dry cough, and really bad fatigue that came on really fast. So my first impulse was that it was the flu. So I offered to her, I said, well, let's go ahead and swab her for the flu to make sure that's not what it is. And she immediately rebutted. She said, no, I know I don't have the flu. I get this same crud twice every year. I just need the antibiotic shots and steroids, and I'll be on my way. I'll be good to go. So I argued with her for a few more moments, and I went ahead and took the flu swab. And basically, whenever you take that test and run it, it takes about 10 minutes to get some good positive results or negative. And hers ran for about 2.5 minutes, and she had full-blown influenza. So I kind of put a stop to her week plan. She couldn't fly out anywhere. She was contagious. So the point to tell that is that sometimes a common cold or a sinus infection can strongly mimic a flu, but some of the signs to look for with common cold is you really don't have much of a fever. You will get a lot of the sinus congestion that comes with that. Some of the things you can do for that is just take like an over-the-counter decongestant. Make sure you stay hydrated. Advil, Tylenol, things like that will help you get you back into shape. It normally doesn't come on as fast. In addition to that, the influenza basically will hit you fast within the first 24 hours of onset of symptoms. They'll start getting really bad. You'll get a bad headache, body aches. You will a lot of times get the sinus congestion, sometimes a sore throat, chest congestion, maybe nausea, diarrhea. All that comes with it sometimes. It just mixes and matches. Treatment for the flu is pretty similar. You're going to get treated with non-steroid anti-inflammatories, much like your ibuprofen. You can alternate that with Tylenol. Steroid anti-inflammatories work real well too, especially with all the respiratory problems. Let's see. Oseltamivir is also known as Tamiflu. If you get it treated within the first 24 hours of symptoms, that is proven to shorten the duration by about half. Historically, the flu has been very deadly to humankind. It's been almost 100 years ago, in 1918, the flu killed off almost a quarter of the world's population. It's back before we were able to treat some of the secondary problems caused by the flu, like pneumonia. We didn't have antibiotics for it, and we have really good drugs, like I mentioned before, Tamiflu, that's good for actually killing the virus and shortening the duration of it. But again, whenever the flu comes on you, you'll start feeling really bad within 24 hours. It's good to go ahead and seek medical attention at that point. And like I say, if the cold gets on you and you suspect that's what it is, you can go ahead and seek medical treatment. You normally don't need to, but if it lasts longer than about 5 or 7 days, definitely go ahead and see your doctor. And that's all I have. Thank you very much.